Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to ShapeHero Factory. Today we're trying out the Spellmaster. This is one that I have not tried before, so I'm going in completely blind. We're on Ascension 0 on it, so yeah, that's because we haven't beaten this one before. So we start off with some unique research trees. It looks like we actually have spell research trees as well, and we start off with a little fairy-looking thing. So I don't know what's going to be going on with this. We can go ahead and skip this and go straight in. I really do wonder what this kind of combat's gonna be like. We actually start with a research point because that's what I put the things into, so we actually can get one from the very beginning. Oh, it doesn't have spells unlocked. Unlock spell generator and ink jar maker. That's gonna be interesting. What does our tree look like then? We have the heroes, which is gonna be our mythic beasts. That's gonna be circle and square for those guys. And we don't have anything down below these, but it looks like we are going to get units. Do we start with any spells? We do not, but it looks like we can get some relatively early. It looks like those are going to be orbs of some sort. Then we have our special ones, which we don't have access to just yet. Let's go ahead and do our first one. I have no idea what the mechanics of this are going to be. Research tree, we can do improves part production capability, increases production speed, and gain additional products from part production. Or layout hub, grants access to equipment that lets you toggle the direction of two conveyor belts for easier arrangements. Yes. That would actually be kind of neat, but I think we're going to go with the parts production, just because that might be more interesting for us, as opposed to rearranging the layout, because we're still on the starter ones. Okay, Spellmasters can directly participate in battles through the variety of spell types that assist heroes or attack enemies directly. Like with heroes, you can unlock and upgrade spell recipes on your incursion route. Spells are divided in two major types. There's semi-automatic types, which will automatically shoot towards your cursor position, and manual types where you have to click to shoot. Spells can be switched to auto-targeting with the auto button. This is tower defense. You need specific equipment to produce spells. This is what a Spellmaster has when they first start out. Okay, so we start with the ink thing. Ink jar production. By connecting pipe to the ink jar maker, you can make ink jars of that color. You need ink jars for the spell generator, not ink. Okay, so we need to actually generate ink jars. That's going to be a little rough, because that's more assembly in the line, because we actually have to have an extractor, a pipe, into an ink jar maker, into a conveyor. Produce spells by connecting the recipe materials to a spell generator. Spells can be transported to the portal just like heroes, so they can be used in battle. Okay. I don't know what the little sprite guys do. Oh, we don't. Oh, yeah, we do. We start with a motif maker. Don't know why it's not on the bar. Go ahead and grab the pipe. We have a pipe bridge as well. I do, unfortunately, not like how these are arranged, because unfortunately, it's just first come, first serve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and actually set it up. So we have that motif maker, we have the conveyors, into that, into the splitter and merger. We have the small motif. Oh, we actually start with the small motif source. Cool. We have a canvas. We also have the ink jar maker, but we don't have a spell maker. We didn't actually start with a spell maker, which kind of sucks just a little bit. Okay, so what do we have? We have that set up, so we now need to do the ink ones, which is that, that, and that. We can make them into jars. This is all we can do with them. Oh, wait. No, this is a spell generator. Equipment that produces spells. Ink must be... It's just... I don't know why it was saying motif thing there. Oh, and we only have so many slots. So we need to take... I don't want to take any of these off my bar. Well, assuming this is going to be something we're going to build a lot of, we might as well. I don't know what spells we have access to, though. Yeah, it doesn't actually tell us what spells we have, because I don't think we actually have any whatsoever. So I need squares and circles to make the fairies, which means that it's just going to be over here. This should be fine. You and you. Let's go ahead and set up some extraction, just so we have doodles. Doodles. It's a pun because this is an art-based one. Haha. And this guy is going to be like that. Okay, so you go down there, and then we do one of these numbers up to that, which means we can do a bridge across and straight in. And that's our first little set of manufacturing. Into there. I don't know what shapes we're going to need for spells. I think it was all circles. No, we have a square one. We have a square one there with, I think that is, what color ink is that? Blue? And I think that is, yeah, that's a blue up there. I assume that's blue. Yeah, it's a pool for blue ink. So we have that starting. Do we have enough to do anything else? Not really. We're just making fairies. Or whatever they're called. I don't know actually what these are called. Nymphs, maybe? Actually, that would probably be closer to what their proper name would be. That looks a lot more like nymphs. And we are producing them to completely saturate that path. That's actually solid. I don't think we're going to win our first try on this one. We're going to need to figure out what spell that is. We currently don't have access to it. We do have one research point. I could speed something up. Yeah, we have unlocked that, the spell make generator and the ink maker. We already have that. Could go for faster belts, could go for faster weapons. I think we just want to hold on to our research, though. Because right now, there's not a lot that we can do with that stuff. We don't have enough revenue to actually do anything with it. We don't even have enough to do this yet. I'm going to pause real quick, though. I think I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to put the two things in there. Can we actually just drag them? No, we can't. Okay, so we have 3 up there. We're going to grab that, that, and that. If we need a bridge with the pipes, we'll just go to the pipe screen for it specifically. There aren't actual mergers for the pipes. There is a mixing pot, and that mixes the colors together, which I think is interesting, but we're just going to have to work with what we have. Those guys are only worth 1 XP, and we need 500 to get to the first level, so they are really fast to produce. We might have to set up a second set of them just to have some allies. There are units that this one can summon, but ooh, doggy, is it going to be a pain. And those are 150. Produces spells. Ink must be put into jars before it can be put in there. So we're going to have to extract this ink for something. The only one we have a choice of is blue. But thankfully, it looks like we can just produce a massive swarm of these guys. So it's going to be very easy manufacturing a lot of them as we go. Unfortunately, first wave, we're not going to be able to do too much. Because that's about the extent of our resources. We're not going to be able to build a 3rd track of these. But I think I'm going to build off of these and have just as many of those producing as possible. Until we get our first spell, and then we'll build into the spells. That's at least my plan right now. No guarantees that it'll work out. Oh, they're backing up a little bit. Yeah, that's not good. I don't think we'll hit a hard backup, though. Especially once we get the speed rails done. You know what? I'm going to do that real quick. That's going to help out a little bit. To declog that. Oh, it takes 2. So, no, we're not going to do that just yet. Yeah, the faster conveyors will help with that. It'll declog it. Not that we're getting a hard backup. We're not getting the red. But it's definitely there. Okay, so those are not bad. They do more damage than the little rando dudes. Maybe they're considered just automatic spells. Like Minion Master, Spell Master cannot attack directly at the beginning. I mean, we are able to attack directly at the beginning with the Minion Master. We gain a little AoE shot that we start with. But these actually do real damage, so that's fine. So after this wave, we will go ahead and... They're shooting at things that aren't even on screen. So if we get those up really high, we actually just have an autocannon. Okay, so do we get to pick up... Oh, we do get our research starting out. Question is, do we go up and... If we get something good on these, I'm going to go after that. I don't like our chances versus a boss because I don't know what our skills are going to be like. But it's definitely there. Shoots a water projectile in a straight line. Is it an automatic? Here, give me that. Semi-auto. For spells only, automatically launches spell to cursor location. So it goes where your cursor is. So we actually have to manually aim it. It does 4 damage as well. It is blue and square, so that works for us. We could go with another ally, but these all take the little sprites to build out. And different colored inks that we don't have. So I think this is the only pick we can take here reasonably. So we have that going. We did level up, which got us a research. I think we want to go for... Yeah, we want more money starting out, I think. We're going to be able to do a lot of stuff. So this, definitely going into conveyors. And we are definitely upgrading our conveyor system. All the way along there. That should clear out the congestion there at least. And then we go ahead and start... Do we build more of these? Or do we start building spells? We actually have the setup there to do spells. So I'm assuming it produces at the same speed. We should be able to do 2 spells. So we go ahead and grab you. We're going to grab it out that side. We unfortunately don't have splitters that I'm aware of. Oh, it does auto splitters. Okay. That's kind of neat. Hopefully it can actually fuel 2 of those. And we go like so. No, these are going to be putting it into jars, so they have to have conveyors. I am SMRT smart. We have that one. We have a fork here. Into that side. You pump out of this one. We go like so. And have a splitter there that goes into both of them. And then these should output spells onto conveyors. And we should be able to merge it. Like that. And really, if I was being smart... Here, I'll go ahead and do it the smart way. If you're being smart, you want to have as little double pathing as possible. So that's what we actually want there. Because it's just going to be cheaper. So that's what we've got going there. We might actually have to do 2 ink guys into that. Find out very shortly. Do we have enough to do? We don't have enough to do another path of these guys. Okay, so that's cleared out the congestion there. Let's see. It's actually producing... Oh, that one is producing enough to actually kind of keep up. Okay. Do we not need the second one? Are we going to hit a backlog of squares? It doesn't... we're going to hit a slight backlog of squares. So that's keeping enough ink for that one to just keep flowing. That's fine. I'm going to have to decide if I want to break off the squares or not. We might want to, and actually set up another one of these. Because we have the circle over there, and we also have circles down here. We can produce more. We don't have an excess number of circles coming off of that one, so I'm going to go ahead and set up you. And we're probably going to do another fork off of this. Although then we're going to be short-handed on them. I think we do just let the squares back up, unfortunately, for now. But let's go ahead and set up another group of these guys down here instead. We don't have enough to do it, but we're basically getting set up a little bit here. Do I need to set up a second ink thing? I might. That's interesting. They each are outputting 3. I just noticed that. So they take a while to produce. I think we are going to do a second ink guy off of this. Instead of this. We want to get more of this going. Oh, it automatically joins. That's not good. Okay, so what I think we want to do is this. And I think this. And I think that our ink path is a full. I don't know what happens when we split it off, if it can actually produce even more. And they're not producing fast enough to eat the squares up, I don't think. If we start seeing a square sitting there, that means that we're behind. Although it looks like it's starting to do it. Okay, so we are going to actually have a decent setup here. That's still a long gap between those. But yeah, next wave, we build out more of the sprite guys. Seems like the plan. So we can get that up to 500, so we can pretty much guarantee we can upgrade them. Those guys are actually perfectly balanced right now, so I'm fine with that. These guys look like they're going to actually start choking a little bit. They're going to build up ink. Okay. That's at least a decent spray of ink going in there, though. Yeah, we don't build up enough resources to really push things super hard. But now we have shots. We don't actually have manual shots. We have automatic shots. So we can get that up to a reasonable speed, which means we need another blue ink pool. We can actually do just an autocannon wherever our mouse is on top of the faster little sprite guys, which I think is our goal. Okay, so auto will just auto-aim at the nearest thing, so I don't have to sit there and manually mouse around to see where it is. So that's essentially giving us double sprites, which works for me. We'll just shoot at whatever's closest for both of them. Will that work for the boss? I don't know. I do like the ability that I can toggle that between auto and semi-auto, though. So I could focus on the boss. We're going to take it. Main recipe. Attack +1. It doesn't seem like it would be too great. We don't have anything to do either of these guys. Black Dog seems like he might be good. Moves around the gate in a circle that attacks any approaching enemies. Spawns closest to the gate and attacks with feathers that knock enemies back. Damage decreases as distance increases. So basically that's our knockback, but we need some way to produce this. Which I think we come in here is 2 half circles, so we'd actually have to get the cutter for that. Which wouldn't be bad, but it does require us to use up our little sprite guys. I'm not liking our odds of beating this. I'm going to go with the spell upgrade. If we can get it up to 480, we will be fine. Thing is, we need to figure out a way to do that. I am going to take currency. We will pick up... We have one. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the scissors, because that seems like it's going to be important. The mixer is going to be important as well. Because we're going to have to make black ink somehow, probably. But we only have the one ink pool right now, so we can't do a lot with it. We'll get that just so we can possibly make some bigger guys. Can we afford a third? Could. The thing is, I don't know if these can support enough ink to do that. I don't know how to tell if it's saturated. So that's production speed is 3 per second. This consumes 1. So we didn't need this guy. Three per second. So he can feed 3 of these. So that's fine. So what we do is we come down here and feed a third. Are those cheaper? Those might be cheaper. Yeah, they can ship 30 per second. Okay. At least that's how I'm reading it. I'm reading it should be able to support 3 of these guys. So what we're probably going to do... We're going to come out here like this. We're going to have one of you here getting the second bit off of here. And we'll have a canvas and a spell maker. We'll have the spell maker here, though. Oh, is that guy trying? No, that guy was trying to feed into it. So we needed one more space past him. I think he was trying to feed into that, which was weird, but I'm not entirely sure he was. Okay, so that goes into the splitter. We have one going there. And one going there. Then we have you peeling off of that. Into a splitter. This one is actually going to go... like this. And you're going to go in. This one's going to be splitting off to go after these guys down here. Because we're going to be manufacturing some off of this as well. So you branch into that canvas. And this one's going to just clog up for now. I don't think we have enough to produce another set of squares. And that needs to actually come down here as well. So merger there. I don't think we want to super overload any of these belts. Why are you not getting any ink there, bud? There it goes. Now they're all getting ink. And we should see this one actually start backing up since we've backed up that side. Now we can start producing another square. This is going to be hard to balance. But I think if we can get another... Well, actually, no, we can do a blue pool there again. We could do 3 more of these and one like that again, except down below. And that could... We could just feed it into it like we did with that one. Okay, so we need to get a canvas going there, I think. I want a little gap between it just so I can read it a little bit better. That goes in there. You come up like that. And this guy's going to get backed up, I think. I don't think we're actually going to be able to reach that. Now that I think about it. Not even from here. Yep, almost. Not quite. Could have gone with a slower conveyor. I think that's about saturation on there, and then next we go for another pipe guy down across and do another set of these. Oh, we don't have enough square coming out now? I guess I'll have to go ahead and pump up square production. Next. Yeah, we've got it under a second for the shots. Does it? It eats 3 of them as well at a time. So we're overproducing ink a little bit. How, I don't know. Because this one's not. Yeah, I think that it got clogged up because of other reasons. And yes, I know that one down there is going to clog up something awful. But that'll break off into the other ones. Level up. Do we have anything we want? Parts production, extra part product for every 20 produced. I don't care about that right now. I think we just hold on to the research. Could go with that. I don't know why those two are clogging up. Because it's an even split. This is 2 into that one, 2 into that one. So it's not like it's being split any different than the other one. In fact, those should be completely equally balanced because it's 1 and 1. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so we need to start setting up another ink path. I don't think we have enough for it, but I'm gonna try. Let's go down here to the ink thing. We have the scissors. We're not going to be using them yet. We don't have a point to use them. So that is through there. We do one of these numbers to there. That doesn't quite reach. Those can go into splitters? That doesn't make any sense, but fine. I think that might just be the default pipe. Here's a pipe location, and it just kind of showed vertical there. Okay, so we need you to go into this square. Like that. And that lets us produce another spell. That should be a conveyor. And then you can start going up this way. I'm going to go ahead and just lead it really close along the edge of this. We're not going to be able to reach it just yet. I have a feeling those will unclog over time, by the way. Oh no, they're building up. I suppose you could actually loop, trap some, and use them for later fights as well. That would be interesting. Come on. Load in there. There you go. Down to half a second shots on the blues. down way below half a second shot on the sprites. So there's the boss. Let's go ahead and turn off auto. And just focus this guy down. Think we've got him. Not as close. Oh no, it's the slime guys. That sucks. We're gonna be taking damage from him, I bet. Yep, just because there's a handful of them. We were not set up for dealing with that, but hey, we survived it. I don't think there was a real chance of us losing this, but then we go back to auto and let him shoot. We should be hitting 1 star pretty reliably with the magic from here on out. There we go. Not easy, but we did it, and we got a relic from that. Oh, yay, scissors speed up. Ooh, that's garbage for us. Do we go after the normal guy and get a blueprint, or do we go after you and get a question mark? This guy is tough noggin, but its long, snaking body is actually quite soft. Okay. Grants access to equipment for compact pipe placement and long-distance transport, or motif conversion. I think we go for pipe infrastructure, because if we're using a bunch of magic stuff. Another device will prove useful. How will that do? Chic swizzle stick. Obtain safe discard. I don't know what the chic swizzle stick is. Art for beginners. I don't know what either of these do. We're going for the swizzle stick because it sounds weird. So we hope to see you again soon. What does it do? What did we get? Okay, so that's how you make cheese. That's how you make hammers. I don't know what the swizzle stick was. Doesn't look like it's in anything. Oh, mixer efficiency plus 30%. Okay. So that was an artifact. Okay. That's fine. Those are just going to be kicking around. So I think we start breaking off. Okay, so that's going into there. That is we do just 2 splits for each, because we don't want them overburdened. So that should be full, that should be full, that should be full. Yeah, that one actually started backing up as well. Do we... I think we go with another bottler there. Off of that one. And another spell here. But I think we go for another canvas. Actually, no. We might be able to break these off. They don't seem like they're properly backing up, but we might be able to make another one of these. This one's kind of in the way. I would like to move it over there. I don't have access to that ability yet. So where is the fork? I need that for sure. I think what we might do is actually put it up here. Something like so. That way we have more room in case we want to be using that. Okay, and then you get a split. We're going to actually put this one like that into a merger. And then we'll have probably a third one of these around here somewhere, and we'll just have this be its next spot. Because I think tunnels have the same pass-through. Yeah, they do. Yeah, these are clogging up. So I need to figure out a way to unclog their butts. Now they're starting to clog up because they're not getting enough squares. On a double split? I'm going to have to take the square upgrade on our next level up then. That might be the solution here. Yeah, we'll grab the square upgrade on our next level up. That way this will stop clogging up and we'll be able to just do squares and circles. We're going to end up with clogs down here from it, but not much I can do about that. I am going to go ahead and just start upgrading these while we have a little bit of extra money here. Do I have any more yellows? I don't think so. Yeah, we're all up to reds. So next up, we take the square level up. That results... We're going to end up with a clog of squares down here, but that should result in the circles being cleared up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're getting clogs randomly, but whatever. Next up is conveyor to here. And we'll go more of these guys. I do actually want more of them. I want to get them up a level. And you can go ahead and which goes into bridge. Wrong way. Into a fork. Oh, we don't have enough for that. Okay. But yeah, we're going to have another set of these guys, because they're actually kind of useful. If we can get them down to like maybe 0.1 or 0.05 seconds, we'll be good. Okay, so those are processing a little bit faster now. They're starting to declog, I think. If not, we'll do some declogging measures. And we're probably going to have to branch off another one of these. Really, I'm surprised that's not going fast enough to keep up with it, because these are actually producing so fast that... Yeah, we're kind of in a weird spot here. We're just oversaturating everything. We don't have the stuff to actually set up another path yet, though. See where the worm shows up. There he is. We don't have a piercing attack, unfortunately. I am losing track of where my mouse is. Can you guys actually, shoot the things that are close to us, please? And turn that on to auto, so maybe it'll actually help. There you go. It only does 5 damage, though. Okay, so we took a little bit of damage from that, but we got another boss down. Which is another relic. Yeah, I don't think we are going to beat this run. This seems a lot more difficult than a lot of the other... than the other path. And I'm going to have to learn how the skills are, maybe even unlock some stuff to make it a little bit more reasonable. But as it stands, I think we'll get decent ways in. I think we'll get past the first boss. Oh, yay. I don't need that stuff. I'm not producing things that use those. Do we go for another recipe or do we go for... I think we go for campfire. We're going to upgrade a hero. And we will upgrade you to size plus 20%. Make them bigger. Read this book. Or do we try to persuasion? We're just going to buy it. We can use the research more than we can use the money. It's the boss fight. Okay. Connect pipes between 2 points through manholes. Equipment that reverses pipes coming from 2 different inputs. 25 reduction in consumption for all equipment unlocked in this research tree. That's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and take the mixer. I'm gonna just sit on my hands a little bit for the rest of that. We'll probably end up mixing some stuff, but not right now. Okay, so that one into there. We go ahead and set this up to go to there. And this one, I think we're going to be able to branch off again. I do wish I had a load balancer. That is probably the only thing that I feel like we are missing right now. But there's only so much we can do without it. I'm not even sure if there's one in the game. There is one in Shapes.io. Oh no, we're going to have to bring it even further out. I do think we still want to do this just so it makes it easier to access that. And we need to go one more. So there to there. Which brings us to this. And another merger. There we go. That'll at least get the overflow from that one path. I don't know if we're going to build up enough to be able to go through that. But I think we're kind of at our limit from the blue thing as well. This looks clogged, but it doesn't. It's not getting the little symbols above their heads. So I think it's just we have it balanced at a point where it's just fine. We will hit those quantities. We need an expansion out here. We could set up more assemblies of the sprite guys. That wouldn't be bad. I think we might do that. Could go higher square output. It's a tough decision as to whether we actually want to try to go for more. We haven't gotten real compelling research. Could do this. That would speed up transport, but I mean, yeah, why not take it? Question is, do we want the money? I think we do, but question of how are we going to get all this going properly? So you and you, of course. Splitter there. You to there. So we can actually put this splitter like that. Canvas there. Don't have enough to do more yet. But then we're going to have another canvas there, and this one's going to come up here and link to that. I think we'll have that path saturated with that. Because I think they can handle about 3. They have 1 gap if we don't have a 4th, but that's not bad. Yeah, we're going to start seeing, yeah, just a... we might be able to fit a 4th on there. We're not going to hit 150 before the end of this wave, but we will hit our 1 stars on both of them. So that's our main... Oh, we are starting to back up over here. What the hell? What? Yeah, this one's not backing up. This one is. I actually don't know how we're supposed to load balance that. And both of them level up at the same time. It's 1,000 to the next star for them, so I don't know if we're going to reach that reliably. So we do a 30 there. And we should be fine to merge 4 into this one. Okay, so are we going to hit 1,000 of those? I don't know. We could possibly do another one there and actually maybe do that. Yeah, that one, I think it's clogging because we're doing the split there. At the same time, I don't know how else to improve our square production. We've done the upgrade. We want auto off for this guy because we have to aim at him. If we can knock him down a certain amount before he just won't get close to us. We need to be aware of enemies approaching, but beyond that, I think our sprites are able to handle it. Okay, auto off. And we win. Okay. We cleared him early, in fact. 1,200 from that, 5 coins, 1,000 XP. That almost gets us our level up. Adds knockback to all enemies. And I think we're going to do the knockback one. And we'll take the scroll expansion one, I think. Although all of these... The advanced dropper one we don't need. We're already backing up on that. I think we go scroll expansion tech. Because then we could just build more stuff. I'm not liking our improvements so far. We're going to upgrade. And we're going to go with... Ooh, that's a tough decision. That one requires 1,000 to get up to, but it's going to be easier. This one's going to be harder to get up to, but more beneficial. I think we're going to go for the size. And we'll unlock an area. We have green, red, circle, square, and a teleporter. We have blue on it. We have blue on the left. We have blue on the bottom. And we actually have... It's not a teleporter, it's a ingestion point, so we don't actually have to be leading back up to this one. So I think bottom is our choice here. Okay. Oh, it's only a 1 ink one? Ooh, that's going to be a little rough, but I think we'll be okay. As far as upgrades, we can almost grab that. It's just like 2 more research to get that. We can for sure get this one. Let's retrieve and relocate 1 motif source or ink pool. Equipment can also be retrieved by deleting it. Cool. I think we go ahead and do this one. These feel like they're backwards, by the way. 6 into 4. We haven't gotten any good reds that we could actually mess with. We haven't been doing equipment. Shows that we have new equipment, but I don't have new equipment. I don't know why the green dot is there. So the question becomes, I think we go fairies first. So let's go ahead and get that set up. You go like that. We need room, so I'm gonna actually move this guy in a little bit. You are going to be there. You are going to be there. Because that's our cap on these. Okay, let's go with a splitter there into 2 canvases. Into a merger. We're gonna do it with these here because I don't remember whether that works out properly, but this is gonna go into there. And you splitter there. Into that. Turn you into that. There's one. We have 317 left to mess with. And we got to level up. Do we have anything we could really use this? We need one more for that, so we could go for the green. We could go for more square output. I don't think we're really taking advantage of it, though. I think we go for that and get more space. And we'll go with the left. Because that gives us even more blue ink, so we could do more spell. We're kind of just relying on these two things getting high level at this point. Okay, so you... there. Ink dropper there, and we set up another little set of blue manufacturing down there. I think our next level up, I will take the square upgrade just to see if that does help. I think we are going to hit 1,000 on those. We just don't have enough to really push this hard. Because it's square and circle to get those. Oh, we got a big circle down there in the corner. So that would actually work, but eh. We also have the way to make wings right there. That's nice. Which one was it that we needed wings for? I think it was the one that pushes back, is it not? Yeah, it's two halves right there into the one that pushes back. So that might be our next unit. In fact, if we can re-roll and find it, I'm gonna. Do we have enough to actually set these up? No. I will be going more blue magic, though. Those are... they're not clogging, though. They're just sitting there. These are clogging. They're getting disgruntled, but they're not getting red. He's getting disgruntled every now and then. We might need faster transport. Because yeah, even though we have 125%, it's the squares that aren't keeping up, not the circles. Which is very strange, because the circles should be producing at exactly the same speed. Unless there's a bug with these, and the circles are the ones that got improved. That's a theory. Hopefully that's not true, but I think it might be. No, that one's clogging up on squares instead of circles. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have enough to set up another little blue shot. I don't think we're going to hit 1,000 on that. It's going to be tight. No, we got it. We got it. Why is that one not per... oh, because we have that split into 3. That would also be why that one is causing trouble. Okay, so you... can we actually get this up there fast enough? I don't think so, but we're going to try. Oh, we can. Sweet. He's going to clog up real fast, but he can get up there. That one should... oh. That. Okay, let's see. First wave. We're just going to turn auto on, so it just auto aims. We have much larger sprites. They actually have... they get more wings as well. It actually changes the little avatar for them, which is awesome. Those guys, I think, pierce. No, they pierce as much as they have life. Okay. And everything has knockback, so it should keep them back a little bit. At least the unit knockback does. Tumbleweed just coming by. I just noticed that. I don't know if that's always been on here, but I did not notice that with the other character. Ta-da! 701,000. Sturdy shell could be damaged by force, or we go here and go for an upgrade. I'm thinking we go for the upgrade, oddly enough. I'm going to force the upgrade. We're going to bring you up to 4. We need 4,000 of them. Ugh, that's going to be a tough one. It gives them an extra HP, but makes them huge. Yeah, we should have gone for the recipe. And I will think on that one for just a minute. Okay. Need 4 for another expansion. We don't really have a use for triangles, oddly enough. I'm just realizing. We do need another use for circles. With our current branch off there. Okay, so this guy should be able to feed 3. So that means there, and there. Into conveyors for the squares. And then you go up to here. So we have that merger. That merger. Straight into that. I probably should have spaced these a little bit further apart now that I think about it. Thing is, that's in the way. Do I have a way to connect that? I do not. The other option is to actually move these all 3 up. I have a plan, I think. These can go like that. These can go like that. Now we just have the pipes go in like so. Into 3 of those. Conveyor there, there, and there. And we have this go like so into you. We have a second digger here. Ready to go like this. And we can actually do... Yeah, we have it come up here. We fork it off. We have one jump across those, and the other one come in. So it's going to go do, and this one just jumps. I need to there. I think, no, it's one more over. Because we needed to go in. Oh, I overdid it a little bit. Yeah, it was where we had it before. Because we have the fork there. No, I was right the last time. Boop, boop, there. Because we need room to bring this one down like so. This one needs room to go across. That should be more blues. Now we need to start considering how we set up to get more of these guys, which shouldn't be actually that hard. These are all triangles there, but we have another square and circle there that we could use to just produce more and shove them into this side. So like that, and like that for those. Oh, I want that coming out of there, thank you. Okay, but yeah, we're going to feed those off. They're going to come down here with single lines each, split into this, and it should be fine. I don't think we're going to get it on this wave, but... yeah, they're still waiting on circles now. I guess we're going to have to do a circle upgrade next. This one's clogging up on circles for some reason, despite feeding the same number of stuff. Yeah, this just doesn't feel like it's producing it the right way. Okay, are we going to hit 1,000 of those guys? No. I don't think we're going to hit 960 either. I think we're okay. If those are churning out. We might hit 960. We need a lot more money to actually set up another wave of the fairy guys, though. Oh, we are going to hit it. Yay! So we did hit that. Okay, so we're hitting about 1,000 on each. Can we hit 4,000 on the other guy is the question. I don't think we can. At least our fire rate on this is just ridiculous. We're at 0.14 and 1.13 seconds on each of them. And it literally just spams at the closest enemy. So we do have a lot of wasted shots, but they're firing so fast that it doesn't even matter. As soon as that closest one is dead, it is just going off and hitting something behind it. There you guys go. Yeah, I need to look for a new recipe because we are hitting cap on a lot of this stuff. So I think the top path, the bottom path doesn't give us a new recipe. It gives us a new research. I really want to fight this guy. Free conveyor belt and add improvements that make deliveries easier. Or we go for lets you handle ink more efficiently, boost dropper placement, and increase bridge pipe distance. We're overproducing on ink right now. So I'm guessing that is the one we want to go for. Next spell. Yes, we have found our dream guy. That's our defense. We need a defensive one. I'm going to go for just... oh, yeah, we were going to go for circle output. There you go. We need to get canvas production improvement, unfortunately. Unlock slow conveyor belt. Consume 0 to use. That is hilarious. Interesting. That would let us build... that is a load balancer kind of thing. It wouldn't by itself let us do it, but it filters them so you could actually load a bunch of stuff onto one and have it auto-split. Okay, so that changes our plan a little bit. These guys might not need to be going into there. Do we have a closer circle? No, we do not. Those are fully saturated, so yeah, it has to come from those. These guys, you know what? Unfortunately, you're getting hijacked. These are still the same cost, but if we upgrade them, conveyor distance +2. I think they might actually end up being cheaper than conveyor belts. Okay, so you guys are going to want to come up this side, I think. Yeah, you're going to be meeting over there. So we get 2 miners on there, which is you guys. Well, we start with 1, but we're going to have 2 on here. We're going to have 4 canvases. And I think I need these actually pointing down, now that I think about it. Down here, because it's going to have to merge this. On here. That's going to manufacture the wings. Which is 2 half circles into that. This then goes up into this. Which should start manufacturing them. And then we'll see how that produces. We can stack it up if we need to. Oh, and I forgot to set up the protection for these guys. No! I am an idiot. And a fool. And I don't want to siphon off the ones we're already producing, so we're gonna stick with just that. Okay, so yeah, we're probably not gonna see them this round. Research-wise, we could do these. Yeah, the filter divider would be nice, but we're not going to mess with it. Okay, so this is going to come down first, get split into those. And the reason I'm not speeding it up right now is because I just want to have these as far along as possible. Not that it's going to matter, it's just there. And then we're going to have the other one come down and split before it drops over to the other one. Not the most efficient thing. We don't have any triangle builds, so that's whatever. I really wish we had gotten the economy boost one. Okay, those should all be fine. We don't have to worry about them. They're gonna hit their tier 2s. It's gonna be fine. We wait for that to get to 60. We split those off in there. It's gonna be like, I don't know what you want me to do with this. We're just gonna be going with it. There's that one. What we want to do, and this is going to be a little bit ridiculous, is we're going to actually just lead this straight into the other one. Although chances of us getting it in time is pretty much nil. We're going to lead it into this one, and then we'll branch it off and do the other one. Probably next wave. But we needed that new recipe for another unit. We're not going to get 5,000 yet. If we go into endless mode, we probably will. I don't see us getting a tier 3 on this one. Oh, we're not going to even get it before the end of this. Ugh. No, we want them that way. Next level up. Do we go for the circles? We have those upgrades already. Let's go ahead and get some money. Since we're literally at 0 seconds right now. What does it hurt? There we go. Lovely. So that's going to start shipping them into there so we can start producing that other unit. Is it going to be high production? No, but it's going to be something that helps. Oh, the spam speed on that is great. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it keeps them back. We're going to get overwhelmed by sheer numbers eventually. Because as you can see, things are just getting too close. Because our spells don't have knockback, our units do. So what happens is our units will just not quite do it. This boss might be where we die. I'm thinking we can make it to the third world if we can get the other units kind of set up and going, but it's going to be a close one. Next up, we got 1,000 XP. We have a little bit of resources. We're going to go for this one. 75 to get 3 shots. Knockback increased. Oh, that is... Oh, do we have yellow? I don't think we have yellow. We can produce yellow. We don't have yellow. What does it do? Summons a small bolt of lightning, dealing a lot of damage to a single target. It is semi-auto. We can turn it to auto if we want to. Does 20 damage. Rockfall is another circle eater. We have a square eater right now. It requires 2 black. What does it do? Obstruct enemies. It is semi-auto. I think we do have black. Yeah, we have black up there. And it uses what shape? I think circle? Rockfall might be worth it. That's going to be our defensive spell. Yeah, that's going to be what we use. And we obtain research. I think we'll take the green. We haven't had anything that's too good on reds. So those should start just shunting all kinds of stuff over. We can set up our Rockfall one. It takes 2 of these. The recipe that we currently have going, which is the ice one, takes 3. And we're already backing up on it, even though we have 1 production for each. Yeah, that is a black ink. So we want to go... These are relatively cheap. We do have... Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. I do want to do this, though. Yeah, I think that's going to be our... Yeah, go ahead and go with that one. Did we not grab it? Yeah, we grabbed it. So instead of going down that way, we go up this way. We have plenty of circles, plenty of black ink. We can spam these if we get the resources for it. We don't currently have the resources for it, but... And we can actually just come in this way. And if we need a second line, we can make it. Okay, pipe-wise, you come up this way. We need 3 branches off of this. We're going to be doing 6 into... Yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of these. Okay. Let's go off of this ink one first and set up this, and then we'll have this one over here and just feed it into it as well. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. You. Go that way. We have these guys popping out. 1, 2, 3. Because that's all it can fill. And you need to be popping out 2 miner guys. Into that. Okay, so that one... Yeah, I think we just do this one manually conveyor into each. And have that... These just do... straight into it. As we start going, we will be fine. And then these... Oh, what? They're not producing? What? Wait. We took it. Why is it not working? They don't know what they're making? Yeah, it's ink and circle into black. Is that not black? Yeah, that's black ink. Is this not black ink? That's black ink. They don't know what they're making. What? Yeah, it goes black ink into black jars. Are these not making black ink jars? Yeah, they are. The fuck? Why do they not know what they're making? This is exactly the same as the other ones. Black ink in a circle. Yeah, we're doing it right. I don't know why they're not figuring it out. That does not feel good, because they should know what they're making. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Of course they don't know what they're making, because we put it in the wrong thing. I wasted so much time with that. Although we didn't really waste time. Just, like, manufacturing nonsense. Get me up to 35 and we'll start making some of them. Okay, so you need to come this way. And we'll get our rock slides going. So we have our shield, our defensive one going. Then we'll set up a second one of these to start manufacturing more. That guy's clogged up. It doesn't matter. We're going to end up building another battery of 3 of these guys. They're going to keep manufacturing this. So we'll have probably second ink guy there. Then we'll have 2 more ink guys going after maybe this. Got 16 of those guys. How fast are they producing? We are clogging up on both. So I need to fork them both. And we'll just manufacture more right there. I think we'll put it up a little bit. So we have room to maneuver. Are we going to get it in time? I don't know. Okay, so you're there. go a fork there. Actually, no, we don't do a fork there. We do that across, do a fork there. That way we don't have to double back. Next battle in 30 seconds, we're not going to be able to get this manufactured in time. That's fine. Basically, just starting to get stuff squared away. We do have the rock falls coming in. They're not going to be high level yet, but it is something. We're going to have the pushback guys coming in. We're still crossing the 1,000 mark. And this should get us... Oh, this is a boss battle. Oh, yeah. That at least protects us a little bit. Ungula. Yeah, just focus in on individuals on them. The rocks are actually going to be really useful. They're basically our shield guys from the other run. Yeah, if we kill the boss, the battle ends, so we don't have to worry about the trash mobs if we can block all this nonsense. We are taking damage out the wazoo, though. I think our little sprites are actually stopping them from reaching us for the most part. Where are you at? There you are. So that's not terrible, but I'm not super happy with the outcome of that fight. We beat it, though. Battle contribution. It did 53. Air attack 30% for heroes with special trait. Ooh. Shield types gain plus 1 HP. I think we're going to go for the monocle. Advanced canvas or super spell generator. Faster spell generation, I think is what we're going to take. By increasing ink consumption, you can increase spell production too. So that leads me to believe that we can set it up to consume more ink blots. We are going to upgrade Bird Guy. If we can. Yes. And we will just take... Oh yeah, this is going to unlock the entire map. Yep, there we go. Full map unlocked. Level 11. We need the money. We don't need the research stuff just yet. That should put us at enough to get that first star, which is at 75. We do actually have the warp point here as well, but we are not going to need it just yet. We might not ever need it, because nothing over here is particularly great. We can make more sprites, which I don't think we necessarily want to waste resources on that. Let's go get another ink dipper guy. Dip. More pipes. And we have one going all the way up here. Because we need this guy to be like that. So we can set up another one of you. Another mining guy like that. And it goes straight into it. Like so. These guys just direct connect. And that should saturate this belt. So that's our production there. This is going to clog up a little bit. But we could do another set of these going down into this. Maybe. Oh, yeah, those are saturated. Do we want this? Okay, equipped. Ink must be put into jars before it can be used. An upgraded spell generator. When using an ink jar with the super gel, it consumes 3 times the ink but creates 2 spells. So we need 5 to do that. Okay, so we can upgrade those. That's going to cost resources, though. Yeah, they're 100 more. We don't have an econ boost. I don't think these are going to saturate, but we're going to try. Oh, they are kind of saturating. Okay, that's fine. Our circle production is not keeping up, sadly, even with 2 of them going into it. But that should be good to get them up. We've got you guys kind of feeding into this. They're going to start clogging up as well. Which is fine. Getting a bunch of XP from those. That is completely crammed full. I think we go ahead. Since those are cramming, we go ahead and do another one of these. Where are you? You are there. Let's go ahead and pause. That goes into a fork. Boop, boop. Canvas goes there. This should reach across. It does. So we do another fork there. And reach across as well. And this needs a fork. Go. Yeah, we're going to go up to this one with it. And yes, we could produce more of these. I think we're kind of hitting a bit of a choke point on spells, though. We want the pushback guys going faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 of them here, pushing up into this. Yeah, those are just getting clogged down there. We're producing too many fairies. Fairly odd parents. No, not fairy godparents. Are we going to reach it before the end of this? Probably not. We could. Possibly just get some going through and then just modify it to add more in a second. But the fact is, the little hearts and stars from the cheese guys, not really that useful, unfortunately. Because what happens is we don't have anything that uses them. And yeah, they're still clogged up over here. So what we need to do is we'll have a fork here going across, and then we'll just have a splitter here going into 2. Okay, so we got all of our levels up. So that's not a problem. We're going to get these guys down below a second next time. Hopefully. Hopefully. Is there a hotkey for that? Those rocks are going to be essential to our survival. Too bad they don't form a proper ring. They're just in front of whatever the closest enemy is. Otherwise, they would be exceptional. Kind of like the shield bearers in our last one. We're just the beast. Yeah, if we can get them down to 0.3 seconds, maybe, or even 0.25 will be good. 2,000 XP on that one. That does level us up. We're not. We just don't have econ right now, which sucks. We go for an up. Actually, we're gonna go for the upgrade to the Earth one. See if we can actually get something good on that. Increased HP? Sure, why not? It's better than having it just sit there doing nothing. As far as research goes, we are going to take the green. Although this is... No, we're going to take the resources. We need it. Unfortunately. Okay, so you go up. You go up. We grab another canvas here. We're going to do one off of it and then merge. Okay, so that's done. Can't do anything else with that. We could do more sprites. We don't have another source of those split things, so we'd have to do scissors for them. Which is, oh, wait, yes, we do. We actually do have one up here. Oh. We try to break those guys down into sub-second? The rocks, I think we're actually fine on those. Yeah, we'll get another level up and be able to just dump into this one. Where it consumes more ink, and that'll clear up all those. That is... Do we have enough? I don't think we have enough resources to do that again. Those are churning out stuff as fast as possible. This isn't, but I'm not going to worry about it. So this is just going to come down. I don't even need to bring it that far over. It just needs to go like here. That'll get us set up to do more of these guys. And each of those does 2 canvases worth. We don't have enough to actually do that just yet. And then we do another canvas. In fact, I think I want these going up. So we have all the room over here to work. So you are going to be the one that gets split hard. And you go like this. Because that one's going to split off here and travel across to the next one. We're going to do a merger there and just feed it in for now. Just so we don't waste time. And it will eat the wings. That's fine. I was slightly curious about that. But that'll let us sit until we have enough resources saved up to do other things. Okay. Okay, so everything, it's still clogging over here a little bit. Not as bad. We're at 150, so we could start producing those guys there. We're going to clog up, though. That does get us more. Because these are going to start clogging up. This is going to start clogging up. This is the next one we produce. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, actually, no. We're gonna have those go into separate ones. So this one can go... like that? Even just that one is clogging up. Next up, we go ahead and we get more resources. We need it. That's our overflow. So that's just going to go there and down. So when this gets clogged up, it's always going to be able to just dump into there and give us more of these guys so they go faster. We're going to have that. I'm not going to mess with that. We're going to go manufacturing here. Oh, we need to do this one first. There you go. Splitter. I keep losing track of what I'm doing. There we go. We go like that. Splitter there. Jumper there. Second canvas. Probably like that. You go there. In. Splitter there. Feed that around so that has a connection there. And we do want a little bit of a cache spot here, just so we have a spot for those to go. But for the most part, we want this just replenishing. That is our backup queue there. Okay, so we're sub-second on them. Our rocks are down to about 0.4 seconds. We could improve that a little bit. We're going to turn that off of auto and just start taking out the bosses. Well, mini bosses. These are not proper bosses. Turn back on auto since they are all gone, I think. And yeah, we just need to be keeping things kind of chunked up and not on top of us. So all the knockback and the rocks are the most important things right now. They are still making ground on us. We are slowly wearing them back. It's very loud. I do think there is one item that's not audio balanced properly in there, but we'll be fine. Goodness gracious. Oh, we were making progress pushing them back. Oh my. Doubles bridge conveyor. Oh god. We can go miles. And we could actually redeem a lot of our resources. Okay, so do we go for this boss? Releases a barrage of projectiles. Heroes are destroyed before they can reach them. So we could shoot them. We could force an upgrade. Which we actually do reach the threshold for both on the rocks and the bird. So shots plus 3 and more knockback. Or we go for, when producing a shot of water, ink jar consumption +2, number produced +1. That's interesting. That is I really wish the dog wouldn't bark so loud. That is an interesting one, because that's going to accelerate even more. I don't think we go with that. I think we go for the knockback. You know what? Why not? We should have gotten a... Oh, we didn't get a level up from that. Okay, so we're producing enough of those to keep that populated. We're going to have to make an overflow for this as well. Which means go up, 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 and like that. Bonk. Into a merger. Because these are not saturated belts, so we might as well use them. Okay, so that's going in there. These are backing up. Those are still backing up. Do we figure... Oh, yeah, we can probably peel off more of these. So do we do a splitter? It's just like a tough decision as to which ones we focus on. We'll do a splitter there. Like that. And a splitter like that. We don't have a cache on them, unfortunately. I think we're going to, like, not have constant production on that. Which sucks, but we'll be fine. Could go for more rocks. Those being faster would not hurt. Okay, so we've declogged that. I don't think we're going to keep up with production. Oh, we might. We're still... Okay, we're starting to work those out. That's good. I'm just looking for clogs. We're definitely getting clogs on these, because they're getting angry. Do we do a splitter here? That'll get us another thing of rock. We get another ink guy here. That gets us one of you. I think we just go... Let's go ahead and... Oh, we don't have enough money for it. Okay, so we'll get another set of rock drops. I'm going to actually break this one off so it can go into this middle path. I don't want them overlapping too much. Wait until that next wave goes. Boop. There we go. There we go. So we're getting a decent amount of stuff going through. We're not really hurting on the resources here. That's good. We're pretty much... This one is clogged up a little bit. I think we'll be okay. And we just do an overflow... Here? And our ingest is up there. Another ingest here. Then this just comes up here like so. We do a merger. Get more resources. There we go. Okay, so we have overflows for a lot of stuff. Our research is set up where we can get this going. Where it ingests even more ink, but pops out a ton more of the magic. That means this is going to get clogged. So we're going to have to go not merging those, I don't think. Maybe we can get away with it. Yeah, I think we can get away with it. It's going to be ingesting more, but it's going to be pooping out more as well. And that's going to declog pretty much all of our ink production. Except for, well, no, that one's not even clogged up. Sweet. We're doing good. We could get level 3 on that. Don't think we're gonna, but we could. Auto shot. Oh no, not auto shot. We need to be targeting down the bosses. The rocks are doing a lot of work. Holy crap. Them rocks landing on top of the bosses. Beautiful. Now we just set it to auto and chill. How's the weather? We got more birds than brains. This is admittedly tier 0. This is the easiest tier. We don't have extra enemies. We don't have extra health on the enemies. We are literally just consistently defending ourselves on the easiest tier. I have a feeling as we get up into the higher tiers, things are going to get sketchier and we're going to have to be smarter with our belt layout. But I'm having fun here. Hard mode can be fun in games. I can see it can be frustrating in games. I don't know if its hard mode is going to be good or bad. The first one that we unlocked was just extra life, extra spawns for the enemies. So that just meant more stuff in our way. Skip rewards to obtain that? Sure. Why not? So late in the run that it doesn't matter. It's got the same path for either one, so we'll just go down. Do we go for a heal or do we upgrade our heroes? We do actually have... I think we upgrade our bird. Or shots. Yeah, birds, I think, have quickly become the cornerstone of our strategy on this one, sadly. Okay, so those are churning out just fine. What else were we going to build? We could build up them even more, which honestly would not be a terrible idea. And just shove them in here. That would get them down to probably so much that it would be offensive to the ears. We could do more water. We could do more birds. Okay, so that one's churning out. And that's never going to be overflowed again because it has the splitter. These will keep being backed up a little bit. We have enough to do one more set of birds. Question is, do we have enough resources to do that? I think we might. Okay, splitter. Doop and doop. Oh. There. Canvas to make those. Go down here. I don't think we actually do have enough. It's going to be tight, though. So let's go. Canvas there. And I think there is where we want the other one. And we go with a splitter there. This one goes... No. Wrong spot, bloody bastards. That one goes in there. This one goes with a splitter there. Which goes into that. We get the bridge going there. And it looks like we can do... We could do 2 from each. But I don't think we don't have the wings to do it. So this one goes here. Gets a splitter before it. So we'll do the splitter there. No, actually, no, we won't. We'll do the splitter there. That way we can bring it down into this one. Okay, how far can this reach? There is far enough. So we have that merger there. For the overflow. We'll have a cache there. This is going to split about there. We can come down like this. We don't have enough to do both of them just yet. You get to come down here, and you get to merge with this one. We could get back a... Just by the way, I know we can get back a lot of money by going like that. It's going to be much cheaper, but it's a question of how many of these do I want to risk breaking to do that? Like this. To there. That saves a bunch of money. That to there saves a bunch of money. But I need to do it where I'm not having a bunch of resources on them as well. Because I don't want to delete the resources. Okay, that should get us enough to actually join this one at least. Are you not... Oh, that's not connected. Thurb. I mean, it has to be connected so they can draw it. Think we're good. Okay, so that one... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get a second set of those, unfortunately, I don't think. So you know what? You guys are going down here. Why is it not... There it goes. So why is it not pushing them through? But it is. So that's just going to reduce our cooldown on them. We're going to be able to get these down to a reasonable amount as well. Because we're currently sitting at... I think we'll hit like 260 of them. We're not going to get them enough money to do another build-up, so we're just going to rush through this, see what we end up at, and hope for the best. Are we not going to hit 960 on that? We better hit 960 on that. The upgrade better not have made it worse. Okay, do we have... Okay, so it hit it. We hit all of our goals. We're in our best situation for this. Where's the boss? There he is. We're just gonna leave that sitting on him. Because that is gonna be our best bet for, you know, stopping some of this. We are taking damage from it, unfortunately. We're not able to punch through the enemies to reach them. There you go. This is going to be a close one. I don't think we win this. Unless we are very lucky with the enemy spawns. Because we need them to not spawn in the bottom right. We're firing as fast as we can. Oh, that is dropping the rocks on him at least. Yeah, we just need a clean path to him to take down that last little bit of life. It looks like we did stop them from spawning on top of him, though. We got it. We beat him. Holy crap. We won. I was not expecting to win that one. I didn't think we had the defense to do it. The birds, I think, were the big winners here for the pushback. The rocks helped slow them down a little bit, but the birds kept them from getting right on top of us because they target the closest one. So that should be another 50-something points. I wasn't as confident in that one as I was in our first run. But that is our factory. We got 48 crystals from doing that. I think that was the same as our first one as well. We had a very spaghetti setup going on here. I forget how we changed the view. But yeah, we had such a spaghetti setup going on here. It wasn't optimized, it wasn't super pretty, but it worked. So, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I'll see you guys next time. We'll probably play a little bit more of this. I'm enjoying it.